Here we are, we're asking you questions and you're waiting on us.
I know.
This is beautiful. Oh my word, cookies! Are those ginger snaps?
Those are Dutch cookies from traditional Dutch cookies.
Are you
wow.
Dutch?
My husband's Dutch.
Oh,
Koot.
I'm Dutch.
Koot is Dutch. You are?
Yes, if my grandpa used to say to me, if you're not Dutch, you're not much.
Oh.
Sheila Koot opens up her home, sharing her memories of a 40-year career teaching middle and high school math, beginning in Maine, then New York, and finally Dartmouth, Massachusetts. Over tea and surrounded by original Dutch pottery and art collected from all over the globe, Sheila reminisces on her career that she hopes will inspire others.
I just always thought I would teach ever since I was a little kid. But there weren't a lot of jobs open to women in the 60s. You know, my sister became a nurse. I became a teacher. I didn't want to be a doctor or a lawyer. That was it. I didn't want to do office work. I know that. I've always taught math, and I've taught for 40 years. My first year was teaching high school back in my hometown in Bangor, Maine. I taught there a year. Then I got married. We bought a house down here in Dartmouth, this house. We've lived in here all since 74. And I got a job at Dartmouth High School, and I was there for 24 years teaching math, and I ended up as department chair for the last 11 years. So 40 years in all. Actually, my favorite were my last few years, because I was a department chair and I got to organize things, and I love organizing. My family will tell you that I like to have things organized, things in its place. So I'd go to school every day just waiting for some new thing to happen, and it always did. Either a substitute didn't show up, or a teacher had to leave in the middle of a lesson, and someone, you know, either I took over or found someone. So there was always something going on, so I really liked that. When you're a department chair and you're evaluating other teachers, you get to go into their classrooms and you get to see such wonderful teaching, things that you just can't tell by just reading, you know, a report, but you see it in action, and it always was something different, that an ordinary lesson that someone brought out something different. It was always exciting to see that. I used to tell my department people that all the time at meetings. I would say, you know, and I wouldn't mention names, but I would say that I went into a certain room, and, you know, they were teaching a lesson on whatever it was, and they just surprised me about what they did. And it's, you know, a lot of times people judge teachers, you know, they have a reputation with kids. Maybe they're hard with the kids or something, but some of them are really, really good teachers. Yeah.
Sheila said she has many moments she will never forget in the classroom, but her most favorite memory in education was helping with the organization SWIM, which stands for Successful Women in Math and Science. Each year she would gather female professionals in those fields to inspire female students to pursue careers in those fields, which in those days were geared towards men.
I can't even begin to count the number of students who decided to go into science or math or some field that they had heard someone talk about, and they come back later and they tell you about that. They say, Mrs. Koot, it was all because of the SWIMS project that you had.
Sheila and her husband, retired UMass history professor Gerard Koot, will be married 50 years in June. They will celebrate their golden anniversary by taking their 2 sons and their families to the Netherlands. The couple can't get enough of spending time with their 3 grandchildren, but also love traveling the world.
We went to India, we went to South Africa, we've been to India twice actually. And since we're both retired, we've been to Alaska, Hawaii, all 50 states except North Dakota, South America, most of Europe, and I went on a Fulbright to, when I was teaching, to Japan. So I've been to Japan.
Pictures, paintings, and a variety of artifacts serve as wonderful memories of their travels and great conversation pieces. Conversation pieces is her extensive collection of drafts.
How did you become interested in collecting
Giraffes,
giraffes?
because my husband is so tall. I've always called him Jerry the Giraffe. And there really is a character called Jerry the Giraffe. We've seen pictures of it in different places. So these go way back. I've been collecting these forever. And the latest
Wow.
ones are, I think, this.
Look at these.
From our granddaughter.
Oh,
The two of them, yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Look at these giraffes.
Yeah,
Look at
people
that.
give these to me. They come from all over. And then,
Sheila says the biggest change she's seen in education has to do with one piece of technology in particular.
now, teachers with smartphones, I mean, it's how do you keep them out of the classroom? I don't, we had trouble enough keeping regular phones out of the classroom. The kids weren't, calling someone or parents calling them. So I think that's difficult.
Sheila has advice for those considering teaching as a profession and also for teachers already in the classroom.
You have to like kids. If you don't like kids, you do not belong in education. Don't go into it just because you'll have your summers off, because that's not true. You'll be taking classes and doing all kinds of things that you won't get paid for. Another good thing is seek help. If you are doing something and it's not working, go seek help. Everyone needs help once in a while, and maybe someone coming into your classroom, maybe it's a colleague or a supervisor, another pair of eyes looking at something might see something that will help. You have to be firm. You have to be approachable, but you have to be firm, and you can't let them get to you. And every day is a new day. You come back the next day, and it's amazing. It's like things never happened, and it's a brand new situation, and the kids are fine. You go home and say, gee, why was I so worried? I didn't sleep all the night before. I was wrong.
Sheila is a true example of a lifelong learner, challenging herself to meet new people and learn new things. She's very active in UMass Dartmouth's second half Lifelong Learning Institute, which provides a variety of classes, activities, and opportunities to travel.
So all those things are supposed to be good for your brain. Keep your brain. If you learn a foreign language, if you play a musical instrument, if you learn to play bridge, they're all supposed to be good for you. So it's just added a new dimension.
Meantime, Sheila said the most important thing in and out of the classroom is to have fun. She still loves to dance and would pull out all of the stops for her students.
My favorite partner, male teacher, was a roller skater, and he put on his roller skates, and he did a little thing, and I tap danced. So we had a twofer that year. Because I was teaching my class in his room. So when he heard me say I'm bringing my tap shoes, he said, I'm bringing up my roller skates. So he did his little thing. Yeah. So anyway, I can do a little soft shoe.
All right.